Howdy. Today we're going to read Alma chapter 25, and this week I do have a physical copy of the Book of Mormon, and if you want one physical copy like this, you can follow one of the links in the description to request one from the church. But if you would rather get one from me and have my testimony in here for all time and eternity to be referenced, send me an email at thetruthaboutwaffles@gmail.com and I will send you one, provided that you provide your address. Yeah. Before I begin, I invite you to hit pause and say a prayer and ask for discernment. Also, before you pray, I really hope you had a chance to check out conference because it was awesome. And if not, I invite you to check it out. It's still available. It's just not live. So, yeah. Hit pause, say a prayer, ask for discernment so you can get it as you're supposed to. If you have any questions or if anything jumps out at you, take notes and pray about it. Ask a Mormon, ask a missionary, and contemplate it in your mind. What else? There are links in the description you can use to access the scriptures online or conference talks or whatever else. There is a link in the description. Well, there are links where you can download the Gospel Library app for your Windows, Android, iOS device, assuming you have one that has all three operating systems running concurrently, or if you have separate devices, it'll run on those. I think that's it. Anyway, Alma, chapter 25. Oh, and I'm early this week because this is my last class I had to go to for the year, because it's my first year and I'm totally done. And the next few years I won't have to go to any place at all physically to get my coursework done. So that's pretty awesome. Anyway, in case you're wondering. And behold, now it came to pass that those Lamanites were more angry because they had slain their brethren. Therefore they swore vengeance upon the Nephites, and they did no more attempt to slay the people of anti-Nephi-Lehi at that time. But they took their armies and went over into the borders of the land of Zarahemla, and fell upon the people who were in the land of Ammonihah, I think, right? And destroyed them. And after that they had many battles with the Nephites, in the which they were driven and slain. Interesting. And among the Lamanites who were slain were almost all the seed of Amulon and his brethren, who were the priests of Noah, and they were slain by the hands of the Nephites. And the remainder, having fled into the east wilderness, and having usurped the power and authority over the Lamanites, caused that many of the Lamanites should perish by fire because of their belief. For many of them, after having suffered much loss and so many afflictions, began to be stirred up in the remembrance of the words which Aaron and his brethren had preached to them in their land. Therefore they began to disbelieve the traditions of their fathers, and to believe in the Lord, and that he gave the great power unto the Nephites, and thus there were many of them converted in the wilderness. And it came to pass that those rulers who were the remnant of the children of Amulon caused that they should be put to death, yea, all those that believed in these things. Now this martyrdom caused that many of their brethren should be stirred up to anger, and there began to be contention in the wilderness. And the Lamanites began to hunt the seed of Amulon and his brethren, and began to slay them, and they fled into the east wilderness. And behold, they are hunted at this day by the Lamanites, like this very day. I lost my spot. I shouldn't have said that. Thus the words of Abinadi were brought to pass, which he said concerning the seed of the priest who caused that he should suffer death by fire. For he said unto them, What ye shall do unto me shall be a type of things to come. And now Abinadi was the first that suffered death by fire because of his belief in God. Now this is what he meant, that many should suffer death by fire, according as he had suffered. And he said unto the priests of Noah, that their seed should cause many to be put to death, in the like manner as he was, and that they should be scattered abroad, not and abroad, and slain, even as sheep having no shepherd is driven and slain by wild beasts. And now behold, these words were verified. For they were driven by the Lamanites, and they were hunted, and they were smitten. And it came to pass that when the Lamanites saw that they could not overpower the Nephites, they returned again to their own land. And many of them came over to dwell in the land of Ishmael, and the land of Nephi, and did join themselves to the people of God, who were the people of anti-Nephi-Lehi. And they did also bury their weapons of war, according as their brethren had. And they began to be a righteous people, and they did walk in the ways of the Lord, and did observe to keep his commandments and his statutes, not statuses. Although they may have kept those statuses as well. Yea, and they did keep the law of Moses, for it was expedient that they should keep the law of Moses as yet, for it was not all fulfilled. But notwithstanding the law of Moses, they did look forward to the coming of Christ, considering that the law of Moses was a type of his coming, and believing that they must keep those outward performances until the time that he should be revealed unto them. Now they did not suppose that salvation came by the law of Moses, but the law of Moses did serve to strengthen their faith in Christ. And thus they did retain a hope, through faith, unto eternal salvation, relying upon the spirit of prophecy, which spake of those things to come. And now behold, Ammon, and Aaron, and Omner, and Himni, and their brethren did rejoice exceedingly for the success which they had had among the Lamanites, seeing that the Lord had granted unto them according to their prayers, and that he had also verified his word unto them in every particular. Alright, thanks for watching. And now that taking a break from school, I will have more time for videos. That doesn't mean there will be more videos, but one can hope. At least this one can. And yeah, maybe I'll get some variety going with the kind of videos I post, and it won't be all Book of Mormon stuff. Because I know y'all love this, but I know you also love the content that I started this channel with. Yeah. Alright, well thanks for watching, and I will see you when I see you. Probably next Thursday, but maybe before then. We'll see if I get inspired.